right, welcome in, everybody. Today we have two games in store, of course, Disco Elysium and Myst IV. So I've said this a couple of times this week already. I think I'm gonna swap up some of the games next week, and then kind of do like an alternating schedule, because I want to bring in some extra games, but like some of these games, like Disco Elysium, for example, it's a long game. So to avoid getting burnt out, I'm going to swap it up a bit. So next week we will be doing, most likely, unless I change my mind at the last minute, we will be doing something besides Disco Elysium on Sunday, and then the week after that we'll come back to Disco Elysium, and we'll just keep going back and forth like that for a little bit. But yeah, so last time when we left off, we got to a whole new area. So there's like a church and a whole bunch of other stuff. We learned how to fast travel using the map. And I think we might be in the area where Morel, the cryptozoologist, is. So that's kind of my personal goal, is to find him. And if it gets late enough in the evening, we'll be doing karaoke. And then I think, unless somehow we manage to make it to a new day, which I don't really expect with how slow time goes in this game, then that will pretty much we'll be exploring whatever we come across there and trying to find Morel. So hey Everett, welcome in. So yeah, that's the plan. And then of course afterwards we'll be swapping to Myst IV. So let's go ahead and get started. There we go. Oh boy. I wonder what we'll find. I'm curious. Alright, so this is... I just noticed that was misspelled. Development with 2 P's. I didn't even notice that last time. But yeah, that is what we found last time. And now, that was the payphone. I want to kind of explore up here a bit. I wonder how we get up there. Maybe there's a way, like, back through here. Okay, through here, perhaps. We'll look at this. Maybe there's some items. There's a whole new area back here. What is that? Yes, I will take money. And there's some kind of cloth here.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Let's take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed.
Oh boy.
A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Lovely.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not? It might be a clue.
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets?
No.
Me neither.
You should still take it.
Why? I don't want to take it. It stinks. Alright, what do we got here? A coin-operated weighing machine hasn't been used for a decade. What's in here? Mega Beano's prescription lenses, +2 encyclopedia and -1 perception. To be thematically consistent, your karaoke should include Peter Gabriel songs. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Okay, what is this right here? It kind of looks like a grill. Oh, it's a postcard. Okay. Nice. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. The tarp will keep out neither rain nor snow nor wind, so it's purely for decoration, for the environment. We got some coins there. Let's pick those up. Yeah, it's 1447, so that's what, 247. We want to wait until evening time, so probably like 6:30 or so to do karaoke. So it just depends on how long our explorations take us. A big wine canister. It's open and empty. All right. Oh, what is
The
this?
smell. It's awful and familiar.
Hold on, that is awful. Cover your nose. What is it? Isn't it just the rotting fish? What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Another body?
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Huh.
It is death. It must be.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Oh boy. Careful there. The floorboards look rotten and weak. So maybe go this way? Is this guy
There's some tear,
dead?
an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find.
Well, we can
No,
sell that,
There's
right?
more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
Oh, darn
A
it.
tragedy.
The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell. Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra.
Okay.
Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content.
I hear a boat. Examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol.
Lovely.
It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet.
Okay.
It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Now, who is this? Is this a dead body?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand,
Oh,
a chewing gum wrapper.
did he fall through the boards?
Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk,
Right.
starting with the right leg.
And then he
The
like
fall
hit his head
has
on the
left
bench.
him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
Hmm.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
He stands up and shivers as a gust of wind blows through his bomber jacket. Okay.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Just another one. Alright, study the man's
He's
clothes.
wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
So undoubtedly that kebab wrapper was his.
The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made.
Let's search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
His library card might have his name.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
I agree. Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits.
I mean, there was a bunch of bottles in the trash, so I believe it.
Or maybe it was just dark.
Well, there is a bottle on the ground right there, too.
When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here.
I guess. Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
Why would he be frightened?
Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Okay. Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests.
That makes sense.
The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby.
Right.
A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Right.
Be very, very careful where you step here.
Okay. I'm a little nervous. I'm very nervous. Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
Mm-hmm.
This is what killed him.
Right.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
I don't see any. It's hard to say though. With I just see this one. Yeah, we only see this one.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Examine the bottle.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Okay.
It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Okay.
Tear all around us.
He looks at the two other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, then at your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Okay. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
Maybe. We might find something
Confirmed.
else.
Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
Why did you chew a whole pack of gum, my
He
guy?
ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home.
Right, right.
The worst thing is, I've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
I don't think any good can come from stepping on the floorboards except to make him fall through, so let's step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
He looks south the way you came, so we may have to ask around to the south.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
I'm hoping it's not Morel.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
What we're witnessing here is the demise of a great party beast. The leather jacket and empty vodka bottle. Kiss your fingers? No. Looks like just another old drunkard to me. I think labeling him as an alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything yet. I mean, it is circumstantial.
We do know that he was married.
The lieutenant points at the ring on the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and
That's
gray.
all right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Right? Could it be related to the lynching? Do you think he was drunk? What about the kebab? Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk is dangerous. So what about the kebab? Like, would he really be drinking if he's just walking along enjoying a kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Okay.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
I guess. Do you think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior.
Okay.
But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Okay. Could it be related to the lynching? I feel like that's silly. I mean, he's gonna think, like, how could it be related to the lynching? I don't know. Someone should be held responsible for the broken boardwalk. It's dangerous. I mean, someone should, but let's just say right
It
conclude.
does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. Although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, Or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on. What about a field autopsy? We found him. We should finish this. Let's leave the case for the station. I don't want to spend time on it. I still need time to decide how I want to solve the case. What about a field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me.
Okay.
I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Well, we are supposed to be an ace detective. Isn't that kind of sloppy, though?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
Well, we found him. We should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station for Mike and Emma. Let them know we are taking the case.
Alright, let's check that out then. Where is the library card? It's gonna be, is it gonna be an interact folded library card? Alright, so let's see what this
The library
is.
card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
Okay.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Okay, so he doesn't currently have any library cards out, it would
Most
appear.
of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Oh, let's look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Okay, so we probably need to call that number
Yeah.
then.
We should give them a call from Mike and Emma.
Right.
See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Okay.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go by.
All right. That sounds good. What's through here? The coin-operated viewer has been out of order for years. All right, so I guess we go out and we be careful where we step. It's a very disintegrated boardwalk. Moonshine smells like tasty fermentation. Okay. Let's head this way. I guess there's nothing we can get to over there. What's over here? I think there was nothing else over there, right? Maybe we can go back this way, though. Maybe? No, it doesn't appear that we can. Yeah, I think this way dead ends. Yeah, I don't see anything else this way. Okay. I still want to see if we can get to... if that building was the church, I want to see if we can get in it. But I don't think it was the church. At least doesn't appear like it on the map. But we'll see. Let's head down this way. Is there a way to get in, I wonder? Maybe we should go around this way. We never finished going around this way. We talked to these guys and then just circled back. Okay, so yeah, I'm not seeing anything, huh? So how does one get over there? There's definitely ways to get over here. But how? Can we go down this way? Aha, okay. Let's see. What is this? The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Alright. Must have been that way for a while, I would assume. Can we, like... What is this building? Can we get in this building? Not from here. Maybe not at all. I don't know. We'll look and see. There's something up there, which we'll check out in just a second. I'm just kind of... What is this? Some more money? Yes. And then there's this. No boat in the boathouse today. The section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. What is this? Okay, magnesium. Okay. Nice. Got some more stuff. This boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. But there is a box here with some more real. I'm loving all the real, especially now that we have a free place to sleep. What is this? Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of the shaded bench covered in rust. What is this?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely going down here. Why this many bullet holes? That's what I want to know.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them. A dozen at least. Their heads low and eyes blindfolded. It's
like a firing squad.
No sound. No movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side.
Ready to give the order, I presume.
Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Indeed. Look at the people against the wall.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes.
Okay,
They
were standing.
Facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background.
What about the line of soldiers?
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
Look at the person standing on the side.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was who in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution.
I guess so.
Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Feld?
What if it was Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Okay.
Or maybe.
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Okay. Goodbye.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Alright, what do we got here? An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. The sign says Entrée Interdit. I don't know that we can open it right now, but we can check this box. Oh, there's a door right there. We might can get into the building there. What's in here? More real. Thank you. And there's another box. More tear. And some more rayout. We're just getting rich, man. Not really. I mean, we're still not anywhere close to rich, but we're making it. Okay, we got this box. Then I want... What is this? Fallen Pippo... Pippo? Okay. I don't know what that is, but let's see. The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Okay. Okay, I guess we head back and see what else we can explore. Can y'all walk any slower? I think we've pretty well explored this area down here. As far as I can tell anyways. I don't think there's anything else that we need to check out. I feel like we'll have to find a place where we can get into a building somewhere. It just seems like it. Otherwise, we've got all these huge buildings and no way to access them. I love how you can see their shadows. The father and the son. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we gotta keep an eye out and see if we can find Moreau. Oh, what is this? The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Maybe. From the west? I mean, we just came from that way. Was there something we missed? We could follow it around, I suppose. Oh, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's from around here? Yeah, I don't see anything here. Yeah. I think either it was that pipe right there that we saw, or it's in the other direction and west is to the right of the screen, not to the left. Alright. Anyways, let's head on. And we go over this way. Oh, there's a box right there. What was in here? We gotta check all the boxes. Get all the monies. A lot of wreckage around. What's going on here? A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. What's this? Full of holes. Could the post hide treasure? Look inside. Okay. Apparently. And money. We'll check all the posts. Nice. Sure, why not? I'll just check them all. Get lots of treasure. Man, somebody really hit a lot of money here. Any others? Oh, there's so much money. So much to explore, too. Like, we're here in this area, and it just feels, like, enormous. Let's get up here. And we can also go up there. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Is this finally the church? There's a sign there, so maybe. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. So, yes, it is the church. We'll have to see what this is all about. An altar shrouded in dark or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Good thing we have a flashlight, so that's all I can say. We got another thing to look at here. The sign reads St. Brune 1147.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the carpentry.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Rattle the doors to see if they open.
Nothing happens. Only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to work.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Okay.
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Let's look at it then.
You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Of course. Does that mean like poison
There
or
is
something?
something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Okay. Kim, have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
That was very dramatic. What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
Okay, what is junior delinquency? That's going to be kids, right?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law.
Okay.
These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
Okay, what is suggestive of junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree it's very modern, but does the cheery guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Okay, let's peel off the sticker without ripping it.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. Put the sticker on your ledger right on the cover. Shake it off your thumb and throw it in the wind. Put it in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
Okay.
Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Turn to the lieutenant. This is where Mr. Prybark comes in handy.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
Yes, the pulsing bass. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
Okay.
There's something on the sea ice there.
Apply some official force on the padlock. Let's leave. Alright. So, what do we have over this way? I guess we'll look and see. We gotta inspect this way. Oh, there's more money. Before you a drawbridge, it can only be lowered from the other side. More real, though. Oh, there's something right here I almost missed. A school of fish huddles around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Okay. Well, maybe we can lower that drawbridge once we get to this side, because there's something over here. Alright. I think we can maybe walk around this way. Is there more? Can we check more posts? I guess not. Alright, what's this? It must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Hello?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice. with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Hello?
Oh. Hello there.
Hello?
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Your child is freezing. Where's your hat? So you want to party? I have some questions for you. It's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
She looks up at you, distracted.
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
I said you should have a hat on.
So should you.
I don't have to do anything on the law. You have to do what the law says. I should, and I do. Point to your hat. Yeah, I do have a hat on.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying out in the weather. Now that that's all cleared up, I have some questions for you. Alright, it's nice. You should wear one too.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Is that kind of language really necessary?
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else.
Were you now?
My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
There's a pained expression on her face. She'll answer your questions now. What's your name?
Estelle.
Okay.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
And your surname?
Why?
I'm from the police. It's for the paperwork. Why indeed, forget it. I'm from the police. It's for the paperwork.
Okay, it's Burger.
A very common name.
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires? Estelle's hair is quite something indeed.
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
So is she being like a scientist or something?
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Yeah, any news on my wife's name? How about my mother?
No. You're welcome.
Thanks. I appreciate that. How does that thing work? Does this have anything to do with Contact Mike? Of course it doesn't. Where did you get the mic from? How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where'd you get the mic from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
Oh boy.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy?
Oh yeah. Guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
On second thought, let's go back to the contact mic.
Yes?
Actually I have some non-mic questions for you.
Okay.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what is it you're recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Okay.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together.
Oh.
They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just nod.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
No.
Take this, you're called.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
And then she says it again.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Give her your hat here. You need this more than I do. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is it? Let's give her our hat then.
Thanks.
Okay. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is it?
That. The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something.
Oh, she nods towards
Stupid.
the church.
It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
Okay, the church is supposed to be a Palaceum.
And who are these boys?
The boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
Okay.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Stuff like what?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
I had some other questions.
Go ahead.
Tell me about... What is this? Tell me about this music place you've been planning in the church.
It's supposed to become, like, a club for anodic dance music. Like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
Okay.
Except that... Yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. What is anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Okay, electronic instruments like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
Okay.
This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness? Or something finer?
Okay, so you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it.
Why?
Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
No, we're the police. Yes? Why do you ask?
Okay, well... Maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
Did you put the padlock on the church door?
No.
No?
Not really, no.
Not really?
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Okay, so, if you personally didn't, who did? Show her the sticker in your ledger so this isn't yours. Show her the sticker in your ledger, so this isn't yours?
It's Noid's.
Wait, is this Noid a friend of yours? Or why did this Noid person put a padlock on the church door?
To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about him, he'll tell ya.
Okay, enough about the church. I had another question.
Go ahead.
Alright, empathy. I don't think we can even improve on our empathy anymore. I think we've maxed it up. We got only 1 point we can put in it. So, I don't know. We're definitely not going to be getting a 8%
Okay.
check, that's for
Bye.
sure. Okay, well, I guess we'll be checking the tent. I'm gonna look at this stuff first. Maybe that'll give us some hints. Let's see. Painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Is that Ansel? Trash from some unending party. A pole screwed in to keep into the ice to keep the tent erect. And what do we got here? More tribalistic markings. The post is covered in little humanoids. Let's lower the drawbridge so we don't have to walk all the way around.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up.
Okay.
Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Okay, push it over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Nice. All right, now let's go into the tent and see what this is all about. We're so distracted from morale, but you know.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Okay.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
Oh, he points his thumb at the lieutenant.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this. I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
He gestures for you to squeeze in. Okay, so what are we gonna find here? Interesting. Okay. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. A pile of nasal sprays. Brand name Nosafed Ultra. A big speaker, the kind they use for live music. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. All right, and then we have the guys. All right.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore!
Say nothing?
Hardcore!
Still say nothing?
Hardcore to the mega!
Say nothing?
Internally coherent!
Still say nothing. I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the Whirling in Rags hostel. Still say nothing.
All car! All right! Yeah!
Say nothing, or please tell me what exactly are you doing?
Gotta get the people going!
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
What is a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
there
Okay.
is a place far away in Cutler, beyond a certain latitude, known as Winter's Orbit, where there are 25 hours in a day. It
Okay.
is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full
Well,
of eternite, depression, and half-finished ski-flying hills. The Suru live there.
is that where these guys are from?
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Maybe?
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your
So,
return. When
maybe...
he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
Let's see. Is there a way? Solve the egghead puzzle. There has to be some way to talk to this person. You just haven't found it yet. It's definitely not about signs. What if you just try again and find your way out of this maze of things to say?
This is hardcore.
What if we say nothing?
Hardcore! Hardcore to the
Say
internally
nothing.
coherent. All car! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime, invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Okay.
Hardcore! Ah!
He lets out an agonized roar over the feebleish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. So hardcore, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question. That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Was there?
Back to the
All right. What if-
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
Okay.
We're close.
The young man with the tape player and the large Bordero boots, lung-shaped trees sprout on his silver belt
True,
buckle.
hard, full, car.
Say nothing. Is it?
It's hardcore.
I don't know what to say to that.
Skibbity, skibberdanger. I am the rearranger.
Okay, so both of those things he says that.
Get close. True, hard.
Say nothing.
Hardcore.
But is it, I mean, really?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural Gotvaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not Gotvaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from.
That's what she was talking about, right?
Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
So this is the famous Van Eyck I'm hearing?
You know about him?
He moves his mouth, but sound doesn't come out. His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him speechless.
You know Van Eyck?
Yes, I'm a major Eyckhead. Your friend Estelle mentioned him. No, it's just a turn of phrase. Your friend Estelle mentioned him.
Good, good.
The Advent?
We still gotta talk more.
True, hard, hardcore.
All right.
This young man, or maybe it's not Gotvaldian.
Maybe. What if we say that? He's
Oranese.
just gonna end it, right?
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark. Yeah!
He
Okay.
missed one A.
You missed an A there. I yelled mine was 6A, so you have to yell it was 6-2. You missed an A there, but that's okay. I'm a pretty lenient cop.
I'm
Sure.
the hard rhymer, the track attacker, the mic enforcer, the sixth checker. I am the law.
Is he really? What if we go back there and tell him that we're
This young man,
the law, right?
Y to the yeah!
He missed one A.
I'm a pretty lenient cop.
It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
Okay, so that's not getting us
Be
anywhere.
close. True, hard, hardcore.
What if we go back to
This young
the
man,
Van
maybe.
Eyck
You
thing?
know about?
You know Van Eyck?
And then what if we say we're a major Eyckhead?
Wow.
Okay.
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
Okay.
So am I. So am I.
He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh, is that why they call you Egghead? Because
Andrew almost falls over backwards from the realization.
Egghead to the mega. The K became the G. The boy became the man.
Okay.
The Advent?
What if we say it's a turn of phrase then?
Hardcore. Yeah.
So let's
This young
see.
man, or maybe
You know about him?
you know Van Eyck.
It was just a turn of phrase.
Oh, well, it really is him. It's an honest-to-God Van Eyck beat. Well, actually, a reworking of a Peppy Popic and Arsos track. But let's not get too deep into that whole mess.
Okay.
The Advent?
I'm never gonna talk to this guy. What if we're silent the whole time? Oh, we tried that though, right? Let's say all right.
Here comes the night.
Okay, that doesn't get
Be
us
close,
anything.
True, hardcore, internally coherent.
Then we just asked this about who killed the mercenary.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata, the place to be.
I'm beginning to think this really doesn't have anything to do with the case, but Yokokata is a catastrophe zone, a desolate wasteland. It can't be the place to be.
Yakokata is a hardcore place.
an
Okay.
intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth. Intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Okay.
Be close.
What else can we do?
Hardcore,
Say nothing
hardcore
again.
is internally coherent. Good
All right.
morning, yeah. 1,
I'm
2,
beginning
3.
to think this really
Yakokata,
doesn't
the
have
place
anything to do with the case.
It's the message, so listen and you will see. No illusion. The spirit is what you feel.
Okay, we still gotta figure that out, right? Okay, so what if we just say...
Be close.
I think we did that, right? We said nothing all the way through and nothing happened.
He furrows his brow as his very large head
Right.
traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in
Right.
the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore. Ah!
So hardcore.
Is it though?
He stops dead in his tracks, tilting his head to the side. It is. I was just thinking that a moment ago.
one mind, one spirit. There's no other world.
We were so close. Okay, let's do it again.
True.
Let's see. Say nothing.
Hardcore. Internally. All core. All.
He furrows his brow.
All right.
Hardcore.
It's so
Is it
hardcore. It is.
What is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the other side like an owl. The question is, what is the question? Maybe now we say the things back to him.
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns and starts bobbing his head back and forth once more.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
So we actually solved it. Nice. Okay. You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music? Are you a thought reader? Why are there lungs on your belt buckle? You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51.
Okay.
Is something holding it back from being hyper?
He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra.
Only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
It's hyper hardcore, it's super hardcore, it's only ultra hardcore. It's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
It sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question? Try to think if anything could make it harder core. Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police. I can't help you with this now. I need something else, something extra. Sounds suspiciously like a question.
No! This is the answer!
Try to think of anything, if anything could make it harder core.
What? Guys, there's something happening in his head.
I'm kind of scared to see what it is.
As your mind works, the beat recedes from your ears. You hear your own blood pulsing through your head, nourishing your thoughts with oxygen. The rhythm is familiar.
Think even harder?
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
Okay.
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
Feel the movement of blood through your head?
The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer, in the double kick that moves the milliliters through your mind. The dark thud is the source of all rhythm. The inspiration behind mathematics.
Okay.
The hardcore.
Think even harder?
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
Will that help?
But you're not.
Okay.
This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
He laughs and shakes his head.
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us. And I have a job to do instead of this absurd idiocy. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us.
Oh.
I can't... Oh, wait. What about if we do that? Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us?
Oh.
I can't help you with this right now. I need something else. Something extra.
Yeah.
Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing to make it harder core. Okay, sure. Why not?
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Okay, needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. Add a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know. I was thinking you would know. Nowhere. I'm not going to become some sort of a nautic cop too. I've got enough capo types already. I don't know. I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about hypnotic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
Okay, I'll look into it. In an official capacity, I'll dig up the... it's up to the police to make the beats go harder. Alright, I'll see if I can come up with something on my own. A citizen investigation.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that street talker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Oh, wasn't there? Yeah, there was a
Anyway,
lady there, right?
That's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Alright.
Man!
Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but trans nation! No war, but class war!
Does that mean you're a thought reader? So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist? So does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things.
Yeah,
Odds
that's...
are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Of course.
Unless you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
You're right. I wasn't thinking that. I'm not gonna lie.
Hardcore superstar!
Alright, so you're not a thought reader, you're a communist.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Okay.
Yeah! With the rebel yell!
Tell me something else, Egghead.
Yeah!
Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Why would lungs be for love?
When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
My goodness.
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul?
Really?
I think so.
That doesn't sound like a thing that would happen. Thank you for the story. Well, the lungs are where you hold the breath of your soul, aren't they? I mean, that's what our brain said, so sure, why not?
Highly gaily.
Alright, goodbye.
All right. Here comes the night.
Nice.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yes, but what is art? No, art is for arrogant blowhards. Why am I getting this? It does, yes, but what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment.
Okay.
In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Yes.
You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes.
Oh.
Disheveled and prophetic.
I mean,
Perhaps
I
you
guess
should try
so.
to critique architecture too.
Hold on, is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use.
Okay.
You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Let's see. Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials, We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it. Nope, I cannot risk another capo diversion at this point. Go away.
Bravo. Continue. Then, the mediocre and vulgar epigones of the world. So what if everything is incomprehensibly shit and you can see it? Take no responsibility.
Okay.
This was a good call. That guy probably thinks forensics is autism too.
Probably. Alright, can we talk to this guy?
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush.
Does he seem to talk to us?
He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello?
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Alright.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair. Aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like. Imbecilic. Yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
Well, he's nice enough. Shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
Of course.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
Okay.
And Egghead.
Which we have already met. The tape player high above his head continues to blast what is probably hypnotic music.
Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
That means they haven't set up
Exactly.
a single one yet.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
But...
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
Indeed.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Okay. Was there something... There's no need. This place is pretty bad. Next time, watch yourself. Was there something you wanted? Your friend Estelle said there was a problem with the church.
Oh, so you've met her. Good. Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
I guess.
Dopeheads. Burnouts.
He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revachol.
What?
Strike that! The word!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are.
I mean, I imagine we're going to end up seeing
Good.
for ourselves.
This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
I'm sure.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Okay.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I mean, he's probably right. I'll look into it. Tell me more.
All right, man.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Estelle told me Noid put the padlock on the door. Why?
I did ask Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
Okay.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Nice. Reaction speed. Be the cool cop. Catch a key as it flies to you. I mean, we have a high. We can try it.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal.
Nice.
The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it?
Ka-ching! The key hits
Awesome.
your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Bask in the glory. Thanks, man. Play it cool.
The speed freak nods to you.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive.
He keeps going down
come
in
on.
percentage.
Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Oh, yeah.
He looks at his friend with an expression of profound understanding. Yeah, I catch your drift. I mean, we know what he means.
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
I get it. Now, where was I with that
He
padlock?
nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
Right. Other questions?
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who are those people inside the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
Glimpses? Who are these people? Secret agents? Stealth operatives?
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
The machinery?
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them
okay.
has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water.
I
Never
wonder
seen
if it's
anything like it.
morale.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And
Okay.
we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about, something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It
Maybe.
wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human? As in a ghost? Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
Crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Okay.
Stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Right.
Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Are you sure there was a crab man?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Okay, we'll probably have to
Hasn't
talk to
even been
her.
in there lately. Is he afraid?
I don't
You should
know.
ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Okay.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Can you tell me more about the machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
All
With a
right.
small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
What? Jacked up to some snuff station? What does that mean?
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations.
Oh!
Where you can listen to people getting killed on and jerk off
We
to
had
it. Sick shit.
stuff related to radio stations
Not that
before.
we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
He appears sincere enough, sire. You could, of course, be wrong.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more.
Okay, so how can you be sure they're burnouts and dope heads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
I can't be sure, but I am sure.
This is a below feeble attempt at weapons. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Wow, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized idiocy to my own repertoire. I'm not going with the other one. I do see something wrong with that argument.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers.
Down to 70% now.
Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
All right, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind of ecclesiastes own the church. Who are these ecclesiastes?
Oh, yeah. That's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Before we go on, what do you mean by meteorin? Oh, the founding party. I do know them, but can you refresh my memory? Now humor me, Andre. What is the founding party? I don't even know what the founding party is. They think we're cool. Before we go on, what do you mean by meteorin?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi. On
Oh,
the
okay.
Muindi Peninsula.
One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Tilakos by Percentic.
Oh, the founding party? I do know them, but can you refresh my memory?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
And?
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericanassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, made the Innocentic system, no?
Innocentic system? It doesn't sound like they would appreciate a dance club in their church. They sound like exactly the kind who would want loud, anodic music in their church. I don't have any idea. What would we say? Maybe we say this, but sarcastically.
You're right, they do.
He says without the slightest hint of irony.
The Pericanassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericanassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We're done.
He violently shakes the tape player as if to see if he can break it.
Love is hardcore.
Okay.
Unity.
Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, as if it's obvious you will now break into dance.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the bass, as if testing the waters.
No words, enjoy the beat, nod your head. I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What is a posse? I guess love can be pretty hardcore. You're right. How could the founding party be anything but enthusiastic? Dance music is about love, and so is the Pericanassian church. On second thought, no, this is too much. No sane organization would want this level of absurdity going on in their church. No words, just enjoy the beat.
Feels good.
I don't quite understand what you're talking about. What is a posse? Let's just proceed. You're right. How could it be anything but enthusiastic?
Yeah! Yakokata, the place to be.
Oh boy.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
His friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hand, approvingly
I
so.
didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water?
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled, too.
Oh.
He doesn't know what to say.
It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
Uh-huh.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
He picks up a piece of telephone cord and inspects it. Wait, I also smell ether. Why?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No.
It's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share.
Exactly.
However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now.
This is just
At
their
least
normal selves.
Not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
Because we probably had a rough life before we decided to be a good cop. What's with all the Nosafed?
The what now?
He leans in to hear you better. Point at the bottles of nasal spray in the corner. The Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra. We,
Uh-huh.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose.
I'm sure.
We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Okay. Actually, we could ask for some. I have some nose problems too, because then that'll give us health stuff, right?
Sure.
There we go.
Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
Alright, enough of this.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Alright, so maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. They're not convinced we're a smart cop. This is logic. Can we increase, we could increase logic, in a little bit. We don't have it right now. Let's try it. It's an even chance.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
Okay.
How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you.
Alright.
The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned.
Indeed.
Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective. That sounds weird. I got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up.
What things?
You're sober. Was it hard for you to keep sober for this meeting? This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tin full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
He points at the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend? You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need headphones to spin tape? The Nosafed is here for its active ingredient. The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab. The ether in the air, a useful solvent. Good for getting acting agent out of the solution. Well, let's talk about where's his friend.
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
Uh-huh.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawn them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
That Nosafed is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
The distilled water, cornerstones of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, What's your point, Lawbringer?
The ether in the air, useful solvent, good for acting agent out, getting acting agent out of a solution.
Make up your mind. First is the sweat, then it's the ether.
There's no need for me to pile on any more, is there?
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Preposterous? Against the law? Punishable by summary execution? Against the law.
I meant to say, not true.
You're sober? Was it hard for you to keep sober for this meeting? So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
We do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment. You tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient. I don't care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want, and I'll do what I want. You tell me what's really going on, and we'll work from there. I can be lenient. That doesn't promise we will be.
What do you mean by lenient?
Not calling back up and hauling you off to the pen, for starters. Haven't you heard? I'm the dirtiest cop on this side of the river. I'll make life hard for you using every connection I've got. We'll see. Now speak. Yeah, let's not give him information. We'll see. Now speak.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his
I mean,
mouth,
that sounded the most
but
cop-like to
closes
me.
it again, then finally raises his hands.
Okay.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal.
But?
Because we are! We totally are!
Uh-huh.
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
Right.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Uh-huh.
But
Probably.
the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
Give me your cash. Ask for a bribe first. Pack them up and report them to Precinct 41. Get lost. I don't want to see you again. Let's do this clean. No speed lab. Just a club for anodic music. Proceed with the club. It wouldn't work without the lab. Do what you have to keep the club alive. I have to look into the spooker situation before I can decide on what to do with you. Decide later.
We can continue on an amiable path, right? No more misunderstandings. No more lies. Before you go, is there anything else you need?
That's it for now.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Okay. Let's go ahead and head out. I feel like Kim's going to be wondering what all we were talking about. Can we talk to him about it?
Yes.
Let's see. All right. So we can't talk to him about it. But I bet we can talk to her, and we did get the keys, so we can go into the building. But we are going to wait till next time for that one. So let's go ahead and give it a save. And then we'll go ahead and hop on over to Myst IV. So let's get out of here. And then we'll swap on over. All right. We gotta update our infos. That was interesting. Like, I don't know, that it is 5 o'clock also in game, so we're getting very close to karaoke time. I feel like next time we play, we surely ought to be right there, ready to go. Let's see. I need to update the info here. Where is it? Right here. Okay. Let's get this updated to Myst IV. Myst IV. And this one also. We have 3 places to update, so it takes just a second. Right, and then here. And I'm not going to say we're almost done with Myst IV this time, because inevitably it will not be true. We're just going to roll with it. All right. And then I need to update Twitch. So let me get that updated real quick. Myst IV. All right. Should be just about it. Come on. Stop giving me grief. There we go. All right. Myst IV. Now let's launch it up. Myst IV. I'm excited to see. I had some ideas from last time, so we'll see how it goes. I need to make sure sound is going. Okay, it is. It's very loud. Okay. I think that's okay. All right. Y'all ready for some Myst fun? Oh boy, oh boy. So, yeah, last time we were supposed to try and find some spare parts from the old diver machine. And we were also supposed to, let's see, we had just finished the dream, right? So let me make sure. I think that might be the wrong one. Let me see. Let me load the actual last save game that we did to make sure. No, we don't save. Let's just load the save game. Okay. Alright, so, we're gonna head over here, I think it is. Or no. It's... we gotta go over there. That's where the old machine is. I think it's up and around. Up here. And we also have the underground area that we discovered. Right here. Is it closed? Did we open it or close it just now? Oh, I think we closed it. Alright, so this is the two places that we were stuck on last time. Alright, so last time we couldn't figure out anything to do down here. So what I want to do is I want to drain the water and give it a thorough look. I feel like there's gotta be something down here. I just don't know exactly what. So let's stop the water and make sure that we look real closely. There's gotta be something down there. Something we're missing. Okay. So the water is halted. Now, let's head down that tunnel again. And let's look and see what we might possibly find. Okay, so we know that will close the door up there. Is there anything else over here? Okay, so I guess we have to go down. Go down. Alright, so got this. We have all these openings over here, and we can manipulate this somehow. I don't necessarily know how we need to manipulate it, although I suspect we probably are going to want the light here. Well, welcome back to the Age of Serenia. Indeed, indeed. However, we're missing the big statue here, I think. Also, I noticed that there's that stone there. I don't know if that's... Intentional. I'm guessing like these other ones will have, maybe when we get another stone, we can do something with it. Okay, so is there anything else we can do? Can we do something over in this corner? What? Wait, is that a... Wait, oh, wait, what? What is this? Passageway? Where are we? Oh! Wait. Oh, wait. This is where he climbed up, right? So I guess, in theory, we could climb back down if we wanted to. Okay. Oops. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we found kind of a shortcut, so we don't have to go, like, all over creation if we wanted to get here. So where does this lead to? Okay, wait, but... We've been here. I think we opened this. I think we came maybe from that way. But this is where we want to be anyways, because we wanted to come to this building, right? Because this is where... Yeah. Okay. So we found a shortcut. Nice. Alright. There may still be something to do in that underground well room. But for now, you know... Alright, so now, let's see if there's something we can do here. And one of the things that I thought of, it's very dark. It's extremely dark. So, I had gone into the options to see if we could bring up brightness. So, I adjusted it. So it's a little bit brighter than it was. So maybe we'll be able to see some more details because it's very dark in this area. So first thing I want to do is I want to go look down here and see if there's anything down here. Because I remember thinking it was super dark and we couldn't hardly see anything in the shadows. That's where we came from. And this is the way down, okay. We'll just look. And then when we look through here, we can see it is open. So if we can figure out what we need to do from here, we'll see. It is brighter. I can see a lot more stuff now. So I'm pretty happy about that. I still don't see, like... even any subtle ways to open this. Although, you know, this looks like a wheel. Like if we could find maybe a handle or something that would open that. Because we can't, like, grab it and turn it. But this looks like it could crank it up and lift this door. So, I don't know. Maybe now that the brightness is up, maybe we can find a handle on... the ship that would lift it up? I mean, that would seem kind of weird, but maybe? We'll have to look. Okay, so let's hop on. And let's see. Do we see anything? See, now I've seen this, and it looks like it would be... Where does it go? So, like, we've got this. That looks like a handle of some sort, but we can't, like, do anything with it. Is there anything up here? There's nothing up there. Wait. What? Oh! Oh, okay. So we close the door. Are we trapped? So let's see. Is that this? I think that's the same view, right? Okay, so can we do anything down here? Maybe some gods could float over and generate light. That would make them at least somewhat useful. I know, it's so much better now that we can see a little bit better. Yeah, these still don't turn. What about, is this anything I can turn? What about this? What about, oh, wait. I can do this. Is this like, we gotta buckle our seatbelt? Oh wait, no, we're going down? Okay. Alright, so I'm guessing... Can we steer now? Like... Maybe? I'm assuming we don't want to open the door right now, so let's see. Is this any kind of steering here? What about... Can we, like, pull something over here? Can we make it go... We can... That makes us go up again, right? Okay, so it's pull, go up, pull, go down. So it's a toggle. Alright. So let's definitely pull down. And then we gotta figure out what we do next. Alright, so we're underwater. Can we, like, do something with any of these? Let's see. Is this something we can grab? These look like they should be handles or something, but doesn't seem like it. Alright, what about these? Can we do something here? No. I assume if we tried to do this, that would not work. Yeah, we can't lift up while we're down here. Let's see. What about this? We've got these two. It sort of lets me do something with them. Maybe. They look like they're like footholds or something. I don't know. I feel like I should be able to turn this. Maybe I have to grab it in like the right place. Wherever the next control is, I feel like I have to grab it in exactly the right location. Can we like turn this? What about these? These are kind of like in the right area. There's something here? No. There's these markings up here. Yeah, there's like little handles there, but that doesn't seem to do anything. And anything on the door I can grab. I mean, there's this. Can we do something here? I'm assuming we can't open this, but let's just see if there's something on the door we can grab. What about here? And there's nothing on the ceiling, right? I don't think so. Alright. So how do we turn or move forward? One would think it would be this, like this looks like a steering wheel, but I'm not sure how one... Do we need to go turn the other door and then see what we have? Maybe. Maybe it opened something when we... But it's in the state where it's triggered, right? Where it wasn't the original state. So it seems kind of weird that we would do that. I'm kind of impressed that this machine still works, though, to be honest. Alright. Yeah, I don't see anything. Can we slide this, maybe? Like, grab it and slide it? No. If we pull this again, it's going to take us up. Can we, like, grab it and rotate? We don't want to... What if we go up? No, we can only go, like, down, it would seem. But we don't want to go down. Is there a control on the window we can spin? Can I just sit down? This feels like a hatch opener. So I'm not sure that that would be steering controls. But then again, I wouldn't have thought just the bar was steering controls. But there's this. We just can't do anything with this. Alright, I guess let's go up. If there's nothing that we can see here. For now. Yeah. I think let's go up and see if changing that door might do something. Can we, like... I haven't let go. I wonder... We can't do anything with it. It doesn't go to the right or the left. So it's definitely a single toggle. So I think we'll go... I want to see what happens if we should hopefully be able to get out of here now, right? Okay, yeah, now we can get out. Alright. Let's go down and turn that hatch again and see what happens when we go back down. Because I'm curious. Let's turn this. Now, this is in the original state, I feel like, so it goes up higher. I don't know that that's going to do any good. Unless we're supposed to somehow... The water raised up when we did that. Oh. The door closed. Wait a second. Can we open this door? Still probably not, right? I need, like, multiple people. Yeah, still doesn't seem to be a way to turn this. Is there... Wait, can I turn it? Like, maybe I can turn it now? Let me see. Because I thought the hand shifted for a second. Like, it was gonna let me do something. But that may have just been nothing. Oh, it was shifting to the finger pointing, I think. Yeah, I don't think I can manually turn this. I can only go up. Obviously, I can't go out of here with this done, though. So that's interesting. Okay. Actually, I think I know how to control this from the outside. That's the door opener and closer, right? So if I do that, it was this right one, right? It should close the door and I think raise the water. Right? Or can I still go in here? I can still go in here. If I close the hatch again, will it close the door? The water still goes up. And I'm guessing the door is closed. Yeah, okay, so the door is still closed. So what is that? Maybe that was just the door for the ship. I think it might have been. Okay, so this just opens and closes that. I see, I see. And we can't do anything with this, can we? This wheel here? We can't really access it, so probably not. Okay, so there's got to be something we can do on the ship. So was that... What does this right one do then? If we push it forward, it closes it. Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, it was just for the ship. I see, I see. So now we get on. We know how to close the door. Grab it somewhere around here. Oh, right here? Okay. Hey, Taco Crew, welcome in. And then we pull this. And it should take us down, right? It should take us down, right? I was like, hello? Okay, that was the hatch I was looking at. I'm down very far now. So how do we turn? Or how do we navigate this thing? Or do anything else now? That's the question. Can we, maybe we can like, what can we do? I keep hearing things, but I don't know if there's something we can do. I feel like these should be controls, but we only tap them. So unless it's something very specific, which would not be, you know, a first. And this feels like it'd be a hatch opening or closing. But again, unless it's something very specific, we do have our brightness up. So let's look very carefully. Make sure we can't grab this handle. I mean, we can sort of do something like that, but I don't think that gives us anything. Alright, so these consoles here, is there something we can do here? Like, I also see this. Can we do anything with this? Doesn't appear so. Alright, these are the handles, or the end plates, I guess I should say. I hope this isn't just simply an observation, like you see what there is and then you're like, moving on? Is there something we can do on the door? It's almost like I grabbed something. Can I grab something here? I don't know. It sort of acts like I can grab something, but I can't hold on to anything, so I'm not sure. That doesn't appear to be a handle, which, I mean, this kind of makes sense because I am facing backwards. It'd be kind of weird if you had to turn around to control it. But what does diving underwater get us? That's the question. Like, is this getting us anything? We don't have any views, so, like, what exactly does this earn us? If I pull over here, for example, or, like, even up here, does anything up here do anything? Doesn't seem like it. The texture's a little different there, but I think this is just art, not like not like mechanics. These seem like windows, but you can't see through them. So I wonder, like, are they dirty? Do we have to like clean them when we're up above? Also, it seems like there's maybe a handle here, but I can't do anything with it. Let's move the mouse over. Do we hear anything? Or see the mouse change? Because I can't lift the door up, so that's fine. Don't want to drown myself. Can I, like, open this? Is this like a window? Can I maybe find a button that lets me open it? Perhaps? No. Doesn't seem like it. Or if it is, I'm not finding it. I'm trying. But it doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem like it wants me to do anything with this door. And all we do with this is just knock on it, right? So that's not helpful. We gotta figure out how to navigate this thing. That's the thing. If I grab on a different area, I assume that's just gonna take us up. It just takes us up and down, right? Yeah, so what are we looking at here? And then if we go down all the way, then that's going to take us back down. But does that give us anything? I mean, I see the rocks. I just don't know. How would you navigate this, I wonder? That's my question. Is there something like... Can I look at a memory anywhere? I don't think so. I don't think there's a memory active for this area. Alright. Well, there's gotta be a way to do something with this. Why would we be able to come down here? Are these like broken somehow? Is that the problem? Am I grabbing the wrong area? I just keep tapping it. But I can't help but feel there's something about these controls. Like, maybe I have to be very specific and just grab the handle. Let's see. It doesn't seem like I can do anything, right? Alright, so if I go up again, do we see anything out the window? I mean, I see that, but isn't that the hatch? Or is there... Or is it not? I'm not sure. Maybe we have to clean these. Like, I'm not sure. Let's try... Is there any way we can get around, like, behind it? Maybe? Can we drain the water here? Like, maybe... Maybe we can trace the water and drain it so that it fills up even less down here. Because there seems to be a door. Maybe that, possibly? But I don't know how to get to it. If we go around this way, can we get to the windows at all? No, it doesn't let us get to the windows. But there is definitely water flowing. If we follow this around, can we trace it perhaps? Because we've been wondering about all these different water controls. I thought we wanted to turn them on all on, but maybe in fact we want to turn them all off. And if that's the case, then it's totally fine having the broken one, right? The one that we couldn't do anything about. I think they're over this way. Like there was one over here, somewhere. I recall. I don't remember where exactly, but it may be the broken one too. Okay, there's that. It was over here, right? Let's see. Okay, so this is the broken one, right? We can't do anything about this. Alright, well maybe we can do something about some of the other ones. Like, that should be fine, I would think. We'll just, okay, so we have flowing water here. It's going up this way. So maybe we can follow this along, up this direction. Keep following flowing water and see if we can't turn it off. Because if we can turn the water off, it's over this way, I think. Up here. Up here. Okay, okay. So, can we turn it over this way? Okay. That puts water there, but that doesn't stop the flowing water, right? That just makes it come off the other side, right? Can we stop it entirely? Like, it's coming... Okay, so it's the water wheel, right? If we do both sides, what happens? Is that... Okay, so that comes out... Wait, that comes out the other side. Let's do this for now. And see if we can figure out where that's going, right? Because my thinking is... Something had to have got shut off from that, right? One would think. But what? I can't tell if anything is different here yet or not. I feel like there's less water, maybe? But I don't know how to entirely shut off the water is the problem. Okay. Okay, we have this. What can we do here? So... Do we even need to do anything here? I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. So there's actually... There is water coming over there, though. There's no water here, so maybe this is fine. Maybe I don't need to worry about this one. Because this one seems to be dried up. Perhaps. Let's continue on. Let's see if we can find some more places to turn off water. Because, I mean, that has water, but I don't hear flowing water. Like, all of this is dried up. So maybe that's progress? Let's continue on. See if we can figure out how to get rid of all the water. What is this up here? Okay. So... I think this is the one where it's like one goes one way, one goes the other way. So maybe I wonder if we need to divert it from this side, perhaps, and then use that other machine to somehow stop it on that side. Maybe? What's up this way? Okay, so the water is coming there. Let's follow it along. We'll see. Yeah, okay, so there is water coming from both the places, actually. Oh, because that's what we told it to do. That's fine. So if we dry up the water over here, does that stop it here? Yes, it does. Okay. And then if we go on this way, what do we see? I think this is the cave where we started, but let's just make sure because there's water here. Let's make sure, is there anything we need to... What was this again? Oh, was it just a memory? I think it was just a memory. Oh, the book. And they took the book, I think. Okay. So that was where the book was, and they took it. Oh, no, it's just right there. Okay, that's fine. They took her. Alright, so we don't have a device here. It appears to be just as a bridge here. So let's see. Let's follow it along. Okay, it did dry it up here. Or not here, on the other one. The other side. Yes, this side is dried up. I don't know what we do about this side. Maybe we can follow it down further. Go down this way? Alright, so we're following the water. Maybe there's a way further downstream to shut it off before we get to the old thing. Because everything seems to be flowing downstream. And there's something, I think it's just the sound of the wooden boards like flapping in the water. Okay, so it's still going down this way. I don't see any control devices. Maybe there's something. I mean, we know what's down there. Is that back to the old machine? Oh, no. Okay, so this is just out of here. But maybe there's something down here that we could still use. Let's see. Can we pull the rope? No, we can just get a memory for the rope. And that was for the bell. Okay, so let's continue down. What's over here? What is this? What is this? Let's... we have a memory. What was the memory for this again?
Wow, it's so beautiful. Hey,
what is that? Is that like...
to be the little boy who died?
He's a lot more than that. He represents this whole area and how everything is interconnected.
By water?
It is the source of all life.
Okay, so I don't know if this helps us or not, but maybe we can take a picture of it just in case. I don't know. If that's related to water, maybe it's something that will help us. Let's keep looking. Maybe there's something down here. We'll look. Because I feel like there was several devices. Okay, there's this. Can we... Okay, this is just the machine. We can't actually turn the water off. But there was something near here where we could. I don't remember exactly where, but... And it may be the one we've already done. Okay, we can't go in there. We already know this. Alright, let's go back around. Go back up here. Maybe over here we can do something? I feel like... Wait. It was like there was a way to go behind that thing, right? I think. Yes. There was like... we may... Oh, that we probably already did that then. Because I think that was leading to the doorway that's closed. Yeah, that's leading to the doorway that's closed. And we can't go out that way. So yeah, we just have to go back up this way. Alright, what's up here? I hear running water, so maybe we can do something to shut it off. There's a water wheel over there. Can we somehow access that? I think we'd have to go through here and over to the right. So, is there any way we can get over to the right? Nope. I think the devices to turn the water off are in this area. We just need to find them. Because we saw so many and we had no idea what to do with them. Okay. Is this the one we've already seen where it does too? I think it might be. Possibly. Or no. Okay, so no, this one's not. What can we do here? Can we grab anything here? No. Doesn't seem like we can grab anything here. I think this is the one where you can make something, right? Or you can, you got like the dowel rod or something. Yeah. So maybe we can turn some water off with this one somehow. Because water is clearly flowing. It's flowing that way and this way. So what can we do? Let's go this way. Can we turn anything? Let's see. How do we operate this machine? We have this. What does that do? Can we turn it any more? Alright. That has to have done something. Well, we do have this thing here. So what if we grab this handle, see what this does? This handle, what does this do? Okay, I see. And we can't go that way when it's in the way. Okay. And we can't turn it any more than it is now. But it's clearly not stopping water. Did it even do anything down there, I wonder? There's got to be something with this machine. I feel like. I don't know exactly what it is. Okay, so maybe there's a way we can make it shut this gate. That's what we need, is we need that gate shut, I feel pretty sure. So how can we do that? Is there any way we can access it over here? Oh, ooh, we can pull this. Or what does this do? This is stuck. I feel like if we can get this fixed, then we can... I see this pole. Okay, okay. So we need to get the pole out of there because that pole is stopping things, right? So maybe... Is this going to be like back and forth a bit, I wonder? Let's see. If we turn it this way, that's bringing it this way. Okay, does that help matters at all? I'm not sure. Let's see where the pole goes when we do this. I need to go down still, because I'm curious. Alright, let's look at see where the pole is right now. It's still there. And so this is still going to be stuck. If we go down here, is there something we need to... I feel like there should be something we want to move here, because there's no memory, right? There's no memory, so there has to be something we need to manipulate down here. One would think. Is there anything we can pull down? Reset. Pull down. I don't know. That's so weird. Okay. Because, yeah, I cannot pull this down. Let me look at it carefully. Yeah, this whole mechanism is connected. So there's got to be something here that I need to do something with. Alright. So, pull this away. Can I move it any more away? Can I grab this pole? Can I push this back somehow? Like, that way I could maybe rotate it again and again. That's the part that's really confusing to me. Like, what is the function of this? Does it somehow help us somehow? This moves stuff. Oh, but it's moving it. Oh, wait, but it's moving it to... Okay, so it moved it to that left. There's got to be something else we need to manipulate. That's what the thing is. What do we need to manipulate, though? Because it moved it to the left gear. So is there some other thing we can move? What if... I just had a thought. What if after we do that, we have to pull this away so it can rotate? Because that's surely stopping it, right? Let's see. Will that do anything? Because I don't know if we've ever done that. Okay. Progress. We put down more. Okay. Nice. Now if we do it for the right one, or the other one, does that do anything for us? We'll have to see. We may have to reset this. I'm just curious. So let's push this back. I didn't even think about that being connected. I just... But it obviously makes sense because we're using this to turn this thing. And we may need it in the middle too. Actually, let me see what having it in the middle does. I'm curious. Alright, pull it away. Move it away. Okay, now that we understand how this works, I'm curious what it'll do now. Alright, walk over here. And see. I don't know that that does anything. Is there something here that we should be seeing? I guess this was just to see how the mechanics worked a little more up close. Alright, so let's move it again and see. Which way did we have it? We had it... Do we have it all the way to the left? So now we need to move it all the way to the right? I don't know. We're either about to reset the water or do something else or do nothing at all. Like, we did technically what we set out to do. We may not be able to stop the other water. So we'll just have to see. I'm just curious what this does. And if this doesn't do anything, then we can go back to the ship and see. Okay, so that lifted up. It was the other side. Oh, it lifts it up. Or wait. If I pull it down. Oh, I see. Okay. One lifts it up, one lifts it down. Okay, that actually makes sense. Okay. Now we understand how this machine works. So, we'll redo the work that we just undid. Now that I understand. Alright, move this over. And then we'll go check and see, because we have for sure shut off 2 sources of water. We may have to trace some more, but that might be enough. I don't know. And there may be some other sources that we accidentally, well, like the stream, for example, is shut off. Even though we weren't doing it for this, that maybe that helped as well unintentionally. We'll have to see. Okay, so let's... One more. Okay, so now that's shut off. Let's see. We'll go down and see if there's anything else. I mean, I hear water running, but I don't know if it's getting to the source or not. There is still this side running. So we may still have one more that we need to shut off. I'm not sure. Where is this one going? This goes over here. Because, I mean, I don't think we can do anything about this water. Right here. Let's go around. Alright. And over here, I think at least now we have a shortcut we can do too. So we can get over there pretty easy. I think I need to go back down. Nope, right here. We're good. So we know our shortcut. We'll go down. Down. Yeah, this is pretty empty. We'll go through here. And then go up. And we should be very close to where we need to be. Not through there. Not through there. Around down this way. Yeah, right here. We gotta go to the hand. Okay, and then over here. Okay. How is the water doing? It's still pumping a bunch of water, though. That's the thing. It still has water. There's got to be another source of water somewhere then. But let's just see. Let's just see. Maybe we're wrong. I don't think we are, but you never know. Sometimes appearances can be deceiving. Let's just look down and see. I still see... Yeah, there's still water. It's almost... I feel like we made an impression. Like, it's not covering the whole door. But we still have... It feels like we still have a major water source that we've got to figure out, right? Alright. So, I think what I want to do... Okay. I think what I want to do is we're going to go back to the cave where we started, right? And we're just going to kind of trace it forward and see any place where we might miss. There's nothing here. Okay. So... This is just bubbles. Now, there is water going over that way, but we can't get over there. So, let's go this way. I hear a lot of water. Are we sure I can't get over there? Let me look. Let me make sure. Because there's nowhere in the cave to go. Yeah, you can only go forward, it seems. Okay. Even though I hear a ton of water, it's coming over from the left side. Can I go to the left? Okay. Okay, so there's this one, right? Now, I turned off one side. Is there a way to get both sides turning off? I don't know. Maybe we want... I don't know. We followed this. Where is this water going? Is it just pooling here? I don't know. It was originally on the other side, right? Or do we have it going on both sides? No, we have it only going out of one side, right? So, I don't know. We moved it there. Maybe we'll... Okay, we'll keep this one in mind. If we can't find another one, we may have to shift that one to the other side, or maybe we need to figure out a way to stop both sides somehow. Like, I'm really not sure. Alright, is there anything over here? We're just trying to pay attention. I actually don't hear any running water over here, so I feel like that's got to be a good thing, right? But I think we're almost out of this area here, right? Now there is water there. If we go back, maybe we can go down and to the right, perhaps? Well, there's this one. This is the one we just did, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is the one we just did, right? Alright, and we shut that side off because the other side is going into a pool, which I think is probably fine. So there's got to be another one somewhere. Maybe a couple of one, because it sounded like an awful lot of water still flowing. So, but I just don't remember seeing that. I remember seeing the broken one. Do we somehow have to do something with that one? I wonder. I don't know. Or was there more? I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's go back this way and make sure that we do this. So let's see. I neither hear water. Well, I sort of hear water, but it's distant. I hear fire. Let's see. What's over here? So there's water here. There's that. Is there a way we can stop this somewhere? I don't know. Let's follow this around. Maybe there's something here we can stop. I hear water. Let's see. Okay, so we've been here. I think this is a place where we've already been. I think we've already dealt with this one, right? I believe so. Okay, yeah. So is that the water that's feeding it? So maybe we do have the wrong one stopped. I'm not sure. And then we're about to head back to where we started, right? Okay, so that's where we started. So let's see. Alright. So we've seen two. We know we shut off the water that we were able to on one of them. And we directed the flow to one side on another. Now, it could be the wrong side, but I'm pretty sure it's the opposite side from the one that we started with. So I kind of want to leave it there for right now. It is very not watery here. So that's good. There's water over here. There's something we can do here. No, this is the one. This is the one where we have it diverted, right? Right? No, this is a broken one. We can't do anything with this one, right? Or can we? We can turn it this way, but it's broken. Wait, what did I just do? Did I just open something up? I think I just opened something up by accident. Can I close it? I don't know. I can do that. Does that get us anything? Tweaking the water. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out anyways. Wait. Did it stop it on this side? Let me see. Let me do this. Spin it around. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So let's... We can't do anything about the broken side, as far as I can tell. But we can stop that side. Maybe that was all we needed? Like, we can see. We can but see. Alright, let's head back down there, I think. I think it's not far from here, right? Hopefully this helps a bit. I'm hoping. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't, you know, we'll have to play around with it some more. But we'll have to see how this affects the waterfall. Also, I don't remember if I said, but welcome in Iconia. We're listening. I mean, I'm hearing way less water. So that's gotta be a good sign, right? I think. But it really wasn't that loud here anyways. Alright. So let's head around here. And get back to the fountain in the middle. And then go down our secret hiding hole. Alright, so around here. Up here. Oops, I need to go back down. Down one more. And down the hole. And then down again. There we go. And then we go through here. And then we go up. And I still sort of hear water. But maybe not as much. Let's see. There's still water. But let me listen. It's definitely quieter. Is it enough? I mean, I still see water there. And it's still pumping. So we may need to find even more. Possibly. Because, yeah, there's still water. Let's see. Did we make a difference, though? That's the question. Because I feel like that door was already turned off. Oops. Let's grab it. I feel like it was... Can I grab it? Like it was already turned off, and then we turned it back on, then turned it off. So we may not have made as much progress as we think we did. But we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, it's still a little bit covered by water. Okay, so we need to find something else then, right? We'll have to say. We'll have to see. Okay. I think... let's lift the door up. Unless that's good enough and we're just crazy. But I feel like we're gonna have to stop this somehow. How can we stop this? Is there some mechanism that we can stop this with? Like, can we... It's up here. Is there something... I don't know. There's a water wheel. I don't even know. Can we go over this way? I'm really not sure. Like, we can't directly interact with these, which makes sense, of course. Alright, so... And I'm assuming... If we send this down... If we send this down without us, does that do anything? Like, does it drain water even more? I don't know. Let me see. I'm curious. I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think it does. I think the door we're trying to get to... Well, it's got to be, like, right there, right? That's where we're aiming for? Okay, so... I guess we can go ahead and bring it up a bit more. So let's see where else we can drain water from. I feel like there was at least one more somewhere where we ran into that water sprite a whole bunch, but I'm trying to remember. Maybe it was... We'll try and listen for water. So that's dry. We drained that. And I hear very little water trickling here. Let's go back through here. I hear water, but I don't see water. I don't see anything. Okay. Let's check this one. Is it possible that we're wrong about this? I feel like we're not. Because that led all the way down there, right? But we might be. This one, it leads out that way. The other one led down that way. And we like kind of see in the distance where it's going. Let's go to that bridge and see. We'll follow this water and see where it's flowing. Well, there's no water flowing there. What? Confused. So sometimes the distances are a little confusing, I think. Okay, now I hear water again. Somewhere. Where? I don't see water. Maybe it's up here. Okay, so we have water there. This is the one... Maybe this is the one... What can we do about this? Maybe we need to shut off this side? Can we shut off this side? That doesn't... I don't know that that did anything. Because the water already wasn't flowing from the left. I don't know that that did anything. Can we fast travel? Let's see. Instead of... should be... Oh, wait. We can go over. Yeah, it should be here. Let's go here. And... let's go down the hole and see. Okay. I feel like maybe that didn't do anything useful. But we'll see. At least we'll be able to tell. Like, if the water is higher... maybe we'll be able, or lower, we'll be able to see if we're making a difference. Can I go down, please? Oh, I have to go ahead. I see. Go out through here. Go up. Alright. And then we'll go ahead one, and then we gotta flip around, right? Okay. No, it's clearly flowing. I can see it flowing. And the pumps are still pumping. It sounds even louder now. Okay, wait. So, if this water is flowing now, so can we fast travel somewhere and turn that off? Let's see, which one would it be? That's the... What is this one? Where is this? Oh, wait. Oh, I can fast travel right here. Okay. I didn't know that. Let's try here. It should be pretty close to here, I think. Where exactly? I'm not sure. Over here? Possibly. Follow it around, because I see a machine over here. Is that the one I need? We'll see. No, this is the other one. Okay. The other one was really close to the beginning area, wasn't it? I think so, near the cave. Let's see. I think it was really close to here. It was like around this way. Like now I'm hearing crazy amounts of water. Right here. Okay. So we had the waterfall going. If we turn it back over here, we should be able to get like an immediate indication if that turned off that water or not. So let's see. Was no, or yeah, wait, no, that's that one, right? Yeah, it was that one. So what exactly did we do then? Did we do anything? I wish we could just like, I don't know. Okay, so we got to figure out where this water is coming from, I guess. Where it's feeding to. So I guess let's walk it around and see if we can't figure it out. Something probably has to get swapped the other way from how we have it. That's my guess. Or maybe there's another one we haven't found. But we found like 4 of them, I think. The broken one. Or maybe it's only 3? I don't know. Okay, so we can see that. We just need to make sure there's no water coming there. So far, there's not from this direction. Okay. What about... Yeah, there's like no water from here. There is... Oh, that's fire. That's not water. So far, I'm not hearing anything. There's this. But it's going that way. So if it's a choice, I think it's fine. Because otherwise, that way... I don't... Yeah, I feel like if it was going maybe this way, that would be bad. But that's going away, I think. Let's see, there's a machine over here. Which one is it? Okay. This is the one... Okay, that's the one we swapped, so... Alright. I wonder, what if we... What if we have to turn the temple one back on? Because doesn't it pool up? Maybe we're actually creating it. I don't know. I'm curious. Let's see. Is this gonna be where we can get to it? I think there might be a closer one. This one? let's see. So, like, maybe I wonder if by diverting the water here, we actually... Did we make it... I mean, I don't know. I'm very confused. Let's see. If we put the water back in here, maybe, because it pools up, right? It pools up down here. And maybe it stops water from somewhere else. It is going down there now. But maybe it's not... We'll check. We'll use fast travel and check. This could be totally wrong. Like, I'm not sure. So, I really don't know. Let's see. Let's get closer and see. I still hear water. But, let's see. But that water's gone. Yeah, there's no waterfall there. Was that the answer? Let's look. I'm curious now. Did we make it go higher or lower? That is the question. I can't really tell. I mean, there's definitely water gone. I can say that. Like, you can see the top of the door here. But it's still underwater. So, I guess technically we don't have to do this every time. We could just probably lower this and be fine. Let's see. Let me see. If we lower this down, does this do anything? Can we see the door from here? I mean, I can sort of see it, but it's still got water coming to it. I feel like it's less water, but there's still water. Okay, so I wonder, maybe we need to turn the water that we had to the other side, perhaps? I don't know. We can try it. That first one we did, we'll see if it makes a difference, because we noticed that when we turned the fountain back on, it made that one river disappear, right? So there's just so much water here. Good luck. I'll head to sleep. Have a good night, Akania. Alright, but maybe it's like this pool here or something. So, let's see. If I stop this, it doesn't dry up the pool. Where does it dry up? I don't even know. So this probably isn't it. But let's go take a peek anyways, because, you know, at least then we'll be able to see it, I think. And hear a difference. Let's see. Okay. I don't know that that even made a difference. Is that flowing more? Maybe? Let's put it back and see if we notice a difference then. Alright, so let's head back to it. Because maybe it's not making a difference. I don't know. We'll just see. The problem is I hear too much going on. And the only other one I can think of is the one that we had to use the push wheel for. Did we pass it? I think we might have passed it. This one. But yeah, I think we passed the other one. Let's go back and move it. Just because I'm not sure if it did anything, but we'll see. Over here, and then I think we turn to the right. Alright. So, I can't even tell where that one stopped. So let's do this side, because we could see this one visibly reduce the pathway there, right? Okay. Now let's go look at this one again, just in case we did something wrong. Because I'm not sure. Maybe there's some other controls that we can stop the other side with that we just missed. Because there was more stuff that was here than that we saw. So I'm not sure. Let's look over here. Because we did the right side, that's for sure. That closed, but is there a way we can stop this? That's pooling. If there's a way, is there a gate here that we can... I'm curious. Is there a gate in here? I see a gate somewhere. I thought I saw a gate. Maybe? Like, is that a gate right there? Maybe. And I think there's a gate up here. Yeah, there's a gate right there. So how can we lower this gate? Isn't there a gate back there? Or, no, I think I was just seeing that. Okay. So, I don't know. We already know that we were able to lower the one side, right? What else can we do, though? Is there something else we need to do? We already know right opens it and left closes it. Or other way around. Whichever way. One of them, whichever way it is, closes it. I think left closes it and right opens it. So, I don't know. Is that all we needed to do? This one is clearly not... Only that one is closed. But I don't see gates for this one. So, I don't know if there's a way to stop this. Can we do anything with this? I'm not sure. We can... The only things I know of that we can do... If we pull on the handle again, it will open it, right? Wait. Did we push it back on? I don't remember pushing it back on. Weird. I guess I did. I don't remember doing that. Pull this away. Yeah, wait. It's not... Oh, because it's already closed. Okay, so is there something else here that we need to do? Alright, we gotta play with this one some more, I think. Alright, let's go here. And... There's a gate right here. I can see it. Okay, so I'm curious. Alright. If we pull on it, does it close over here? That's what we need to see. Will it close this area? I think this might be where we're lacking. Because maybe we need to close more than just what we've closed, right? Let's see. I know this will open that gate. I fully expect that. Oh, I forgot to pull it off. I hate when I do that. My goodness gracious. Alright, so can I pull this off? Pull this off. And then I want to see, will this shut down? Because I wonder if we might have to do like halvesies. Let's see what pulling on this once does. Well, we'll go ahead and pull on it twice, I guess. That's gonna open that. If we do this again, does that shut that? It does. That's now shut. Okay. So now how can we get them both shut? Do we need to do them like halfway or something? I'm not sure. Oh, wait a second. There is a halfway setting. I wonder. Okay. Because there's an in the middle setting, right? So what if I move this one, right? Move this one, and so then they'll both be half open, right? And then if I put it in the middle, what will that do? I don't know. We're gonna try it and see. So we'll do this one. Okay, so that one's partially open, and the water is partially back here. As expected. So, now, what if I put it in the middle? Will that do anything? It may do nothing. But let's see. I feel like it's gonna do nothing. But we gotta see. Move this away. And then go down. Now, if we pull it now, will this work? Hello? I'm very curious. Also, I wonder if there's another handle we can pull. Like, if there's one over there we can pull. But for right... Or maybe up under there. But for right now, let's see what this does. Absolutely nothing. Okay, well, to be fair, that was as expected. Alright, so... What can we do? If we... I'm so curious. If we close this one... Or what if we... If we put it to the right, it's just gonna... open one gate and close the other, right? Let's see. I don't know. We gotta figure out a way to get both of these sides closed. I think that's the problem here. Alright, so let's go check out the handle and see. I'm not expecting anything. Okay, so that opened that all the way, and it closed that one. Okay. So, is there a way to do this? Like, there's gotta be a way to do this. We're gonna give this one more try today. And then we're gonna think about this. How can we... They seem to be mutually exclusive, like the other one. But I don't know, because they both seem to be feeding into that pool. Because that pool trickles down. If we can't shut that off, then we're going to keep having water where that door is. So we're not going to be able to uncover it. Alright, so what if I pull it once? And then can I do something here? Now that we know there's a door here, can we like pull on something here? I don't know. Is this literally just for viewing? I really don't know. But yeah, I feel like if I pull on it again, it's just going to close the right one and open the left one all the way. So yeah, I mean, this one closes, but this one is open still. There's got to be a mechanism we haven't discovered yet. Something that we can manipulate that we haven't noticed. We know we can do this. And we know that if we put it all the way to this side, it will open the back gate. But I feel like they're mutually exclusive. So the right gate, or this gate, is open right now. If they are mutually exclusive, there is one more thing we can try before we call it. We can try blocking this gate, because clearly the other gate was blocked. So if we block this gate instead, we can see if that helps with the water issue. I'm hoping we don't have to block both of them off at the same time, because it doesn't appear like that's possible. If it is, I'm gonna have to think about it. So let's go ahead. We'll put water. Oh, oops. We will remove the bar so I can pull the lever. Because it's entirely possible we've never checked it with the water gone from this side. So it's the last thing I can think of to try. And if this doesn't work, we'll come back to it with a fresh mind. So let's see. Here's hoping this works. So we're gonna have to pull it twice. Alright. So now that is prevented. Which I don't think this goes anywhere. So I really don't know what this accomplished. Unless there's something we can do to manually pull this gate down. I'm unsure what we may have gained by this. So, because I can't move this, right? Like, if we could reverse engineer it or something. Alright, so, we'll give it a check. I don't expect that this is going to work. But who knows? I could be surprised. I hear water. I feel like it's not going to work. I mean, we have eliminated some water. Like, the waterfall that was coming down from here is gone. Do I hear water, actually? I mean, there's that water. But there's no water coming here. But there's still water here. I feel like if I pull up the boat and go look, it's still going to have water somewhere. Maybe we have to figure out a way to turn off those pumps. Possibly? I don't know. Let's look and see what it looks like. This will be our final descent. Close the door. Alright. So, did we actually accomplish anything? It didn't look like it. Yeah, it's still got water in front of it. Unfortunate. There's a little gap at the top, but I don't think we want to walk in there like with our mouth to the ceiling trying to breathe. Wait. Wait a second. That was more uncovered than it was, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, oh, it is more uncovered. Huh. Interesting. Maybe we did something good? It's still not enough, though. But it's definitely more. That is true. Can we see it when the boat is up? Or do we have to have the boat down? Are you enjoying this budding career as a Serenian plumber? No. I think this is the worst job ever. At least we have fast travel because, you know, without that, this would be way worse. What if we... Yeah, leave the door open. What if I do this, let it fill up with water, close the door? Will that take away enough water? That would be hilarious if that was it. But it doesn't seem like that is going to be the answer. Can I see it? I can see that. And if I do this, it clearly will raise the water level, right? Well, the water level didn't raise. If only 6 local experts and a bunch of gods are available to help, right? Huh. Okay. The door was closed when I did that before. I don't know. Maybe we're making progress. I feel like the door is just out of reach, though. We've done several things, but I don't know that it's quite enough. Alright. My brain is shot. We're gonna go ahead and save it. I feel like we made progress, but I'm really curious if there's some way that we have to get some of those gates to close both doors. Or if maybe we missed one. Because, you know, we're always missing stuff in Myst. So, I'm not sure. I'm gonna think about it. Maybe review the footage when I'm editing. See if something jumps out at me. Sometimes it does. And I'm like, oh, why didn't I see this during stream, you know? But I don't know. Right now, I'm just like totally brain dead. So, but that is going to be where we'll call it today. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're going to get this eventually. We're going to figure this out. It's going to happen. Just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. Will we get it next time? Maybe. Will I be running around plumbing next time the whole time? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So we will be back here on Tuesday at 6 p.m. probably playing some Phasma. I think we're gonna have like a farewell to Grafton, because that map is getting changed soon, and so we might just run nothing but Grafton. We'll just have to see. But that will be at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Right now, I'm looking to see who we can raid. Let's see. Are we doing anything fun? How about... Let's see. There's some people playing some Baldur's Gate on Rumble. Let's see. I feel like you should sing a round of Salisbury Hill at this point. It feels appropriate for multiple reasons. I don't know that song, but I will take your word for it. Like, I don't know. My brain needs a reset, man. And you know what the hilarious part is? I can't tell you how many times, like, I end stream and I start editing the footage and I'm like, what if this? Or what if that? I don't know what it is. It's something about, like, the brain just doesn't want to work when you need the brain to work, I guess. I don't know. It's inexplicable. All right. So one of Peter Gabriel's most famous is sort of about quitting a job you dislike. That would be appropriate because I am definitely not good at plumbing. That is for sure. All right, so on Rumble, we are going to raid Cheetown Gamers live streams. They're playing Baldur's Gate, and on Twitch, we're going to raid our friend Dizzle Magic. I think he's watching someone play stuff. Maybe he may be playing too. I don't know. It looks like he's watching stuff, but he's our WoW buddy. So have a good evening, you too, Everett. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Alright, so let's get these raids going. So don't forget, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate everybody and hope to see you on Tuesday. Until then, guys,